live.
We are live. It's happening. It's happening, folks.
I'm going to share.
Say hello when you pop on. How are you guys? I feel like it's been a really long time, but it hasn't really been that long.
Yeah, we were here last week.
We were here last week.
I think we even did readings last week. We did readings last week.
We did do the readings last week. That did happen.
Yeah.
All
right, shared.
So much stuff happened though since the last time we saw you guys. We hosted a Reiki retreat. That was like uber fun.
Yeah. Super fun. Very, very powerful. Advanced Reiki practices, level 3. So some new practitioners ready to jump into their mastership, and way exciting.
Yeah, so don't be surprised if you guys see some new faces teaching classes, some new faces just going live in here and chatting because they are ready. They are here. Hello, Mom. Oh, look.
Yes, everybody was oogling your cute wire wraps.
My mom does wire wrapping, and she sent me a bunch. I just haven't got them like tagged or anything like that. I want to show. Mostly because I haven't decided which ones that I like the most. Oh, you like this red one?
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. I like this one too.
Oh, yeah, that is really pretty.
Yeah.
So much talent. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't think I saw that one.
Oh. So anyway, I'm excited. So she just cute little wire wraps. I have a bunch. I need to take them to the studio. I just haven't yet done that.
Yeah.
They're hanging out. So today, this is after the session. If you're brand new here, and I'm Jasmine. And this is Jenny. And after the session, we kind of talk about sessions that we've had the week, particularly about. This is just after we get done teaching Rising. So we just finished teaching Rising for this week. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We tried something new today.
We did yoga.
So the way that Rising works is we do Mind Week, Body Week, Soul Week, and then we do Alchemy, which is all about shifting the energy of the month. And so this week's Body Week. And for whatever reason, we never have thought to do yoga in Body Week. Like we've always just kind of talked about the body. And today we decided to like get in the body. And it was so much fun. And I think we'll be doing that a whole lot more.
Yes. And I want to go out and say real fast, just asterisks, if you will, a little footnote, that the yoga that I teach is not like what you see at the gym yoga or even a lot of studio yoga. I teach a yoga that is very much energetic based. Really, it's not about the form. It's not about the pose. It's about how your body feels in the position that we move into, and really connecting with the breath and it's embodiment at its core. And it's really interesting because when people find out, I mean, even at the retreat, I was like, hey, you get a dreamer for yoga. And I had this one girl, and she's like, please, this body do yoga? And I was like, yeah, come try it. It's not like what you think it is. And she came and she was really glad she did because she felt so much better afterwards and was surprised at the stuff that she thought she couldn't do that her body actually allowed her to do. So I would invite you to come check out yoga at our studio. Carrie's an incredible teacher, and I teach on Monday nights. So
I think all of our yoga is so awesome. It's not about like doing crazy poses. It's not about any of that sort of stuff. It really is about feeling in your body and connecting to your body. And then you can do those things as time goes on, but starting. And it just kind of brings me to like the real theme of Body Week for us is embodiment, right? Really getting in your body, feeling in your body, And today we talked about body scanning, and I just think it's so incredibly important to
Yes.
scan your body, like often, like every day, to scan your body. If there was something that I think that you should do above all things, is do a body scan every day.
Yeah. And Jasmine has a lot of tools that she really likes to use. But this tool, iPhysical Body, that we have is the only one that is always with us everywhere we go.
Yeah.
And it's really simple to check in with your body and just go, okay. And you can start at the top and move down. You can start at the bottom and move up. You can start wherever you want, just really checking in and going, how do I feel? And it can be as simple as physical sensations. It could be, oh, I really feel that emotion churning in my gut. Or as my ears pop, I'm like, something happening up here that I need to release.
Well,
So,
letting go of the idea that you need to actually do anything with it right away. And one of our people were talking about, oh, I don't know that I'm in body scanning. And then we chatted a second. She's like, oh, actually, I body scan all the time. So, one, realizing there's lots of different ways to body scan, and two, realizing like this is not rocket science. Your body knows how to do this, and just simply finding the awareness first. If you haven't been practicing to just find awareness, you don't need to be worrying about doing all the other stuff. Just find the awareness, and the awareness is really so strong. You probably wouldn't even need to worry so much about the other stuff if you're really consistently scanning your body.
yeah. Well, we live in such a society where we're so checked out. We're checked into other things all the time. Other people, what's going on, outside events. And when we start to feel in our body, a lot of times it can be really uncomfortable because we don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So let me eat some food, let me drink some alcohol, let me numb out by turning on the TV, let me, start gossiping with someone. So I don't have to feel whatever this is that I'm feeling because I don't like it. Or let me just pop a pill to make, let's pop an ibuprofen or whatever to make it go away instead of going, oh, okay, man, there's some serious tension in my neck and shoulders right now. Okay, I see you, tension. I see you. Hi.
We do a whole lot. We do so much every single day to be out of our body.
Yes.
Like I would say 97% of activities that we do in a day are geared towards leaving our body. I mean, there's a whole epidemic of people creating the metaverse, right? This whole big thing about the metaverse and how you can have this whole online life. And I'm like, but what about like the real life that we're like really living right now, here, just body, on this earth?
Yeah.
What about that body? Like that's a pretty cool metaverse. Like, can we do this one? So it's just, and not that I have anything against metaverse. It's just another prime example of like literally everything around us, everything is geared towards us leaving our body.
Yeah. Well, our body really is a metaverse, right? I mean, our heart organ is completely different than our small intestines, and they have different functions. Obviously, one pumps blood, the other one digests and assimilates food, but they're also made up of different cells that vibrate at different frequencies. And if your small intestines is like, you know what, my job is really shitty, no pun intended, like, I want to be the heart now, like, you'd be in trouble. You'd be in big trouble. And so really understanding your body, and you don't even have to know anatomy, you can just like, oh, right, really want to place my hand on my belly, like, oh, right here. I don't even know what organ and gland is here, just plain, by the way. But, oh, right here. Okay, I see you. I feel you. I'm here for you. And I wish I could remember which book I was reading that talked about, like, even if you don't understand the organ and what it does, like, when I think of spleen, I think of Pee-wee Herman in the Mystery Men, that old movie in the 90s, and like he farts a lot, and I'm like, okay, I could look up what the spleen does, the emotion behind it, but like, okay, spleen, I'm here for you. I love you. We're in this together. And then I want to start singing, "We're all in this together," because it goes with you wherever you go, and we just
Yeah.
ignore it.
Your body is this like just wealth of information, and you don't have to have a degree in anatomy to figure it out. But the first thing that you do have to do is you have to be able to scan your body, and you have to be able to see and like be able to sit for a moment to be like, okay, I have shoulder pain. Okay, what scale are 1 out of 10? Where are we at? Like we all know these things, how to do this, right? 1 out of 10. Like on the smiley face scale, are we happy? Are we neutral? Are we frowning? Like where are we at on this? And if you're consistently in pain in that particular area, then what can I do? There's a bajillion references after that. But if you don't even know that beginning part, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. After the awareness comes, then you can do all kinds of things to help shift. And there's all kinds of fun tools that can help you shift faster or can help you understand better. If that, like, whatever your thing that you want to know, if you want to have more knowledge or if you just want to fix it and get to happy or whatever your poison is, we can get you there, but you have to have the awareness first.
Yeah. And when you're disconnected from your body, you become a nobody, right? You're like your body's just existing, and it kind of goes on autopilot. And to become a somebody, you have to embody this body. And I was going somewhere really good with this.
Then you can be the sum of your body.
Ooh,
I don't know if that's what you're doing, but I felt pretty good about it.
I felt pretty good about it. Oh, I remember. So disease, dis-ease. We're not at ease in our bodies because we're not in our bodies. I
Yeah.
mean, we live in a time where we have, I mean, think of the medicine and the advances that we have come in medicine. Just in my grandma's life alone, she lived 102 years. And she lived through that first flu pandemic, right? The influenza pandemic. She lived through that. She made it through COVID and then she died. But she was 102, so it's fine. And and the medicine has come so far, but we are being more and more sick all the time because we're not connecting to our body and asking, what does my body need? What is even wrong? Why do I feel this way? Where is this even coming from? It's like we just go to the doctor and we tell them our symptoms and then they give us a pill. And I'm not knocking Western medicine. It has its place 100%. My goal, my dream, my vision for the beautiful world is that Western and Eastern medicine come together, and we treat the person holistically. And it's like, okay, you're experiencing these symptoms. Cool. Let's talk about your diet. Let's talk about your sleep. Let's talk about your activity levels. Let's talk about your creations. What are you creating and putting out into the world? What are your relationships like? How do you connect to your body? And temporarily, let's give you this medicine so that we can take some of this dis-ease out and you can start to find comfort while we also work on the underlying things that are causing the symptoms.
Absolutely. And again, they always talk about like things like cancer. Early prevention is the best. Early prevention means understanding your body and just like a car. When that doesn't sound right, that doesn't feel how my body usually feels, but we have to have some kind of frame of reference that means that we have to be scanning all the time. And it's not hard. Even the most in-depth body scan that I do takes maybe 5 minutes. And that's when I'm shifting a little bit of energy too. You can do this. You can add this into your routine. And if you want to know some ways, comment, let us know. Share some of your ways. If you're already body scanning, comment and share some of the ways that you're already doing it. Because I really believe this is an imperative practice to do.
Yeah, it really, really is. Um, I mean, this is just one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, could you imagine how fast our world would shift if everyone would just take 2 minutes to just really check in with their body? Just out my toes, my ankles, my shins, my knees, my thighs, my hips, my belly. I mean, this is like 30 seconds. I mean, you could be fast, but just being aware of how you feel. I mean, this body is the only vehicle you get in this lifetime. And I love that you brought up the car analogy, because you start hearing a sound and maybe there's no like lights flashing on your dash yet, but you hear a sound or it turns a little funny and you're like, I might want to get that checked out. And we go and we take it in and get it checked out. But our body, for some reason, we wait till all the lights are flashing. And it's like, I can't sleep at night. I'm having these hot sweats or cold sweats, or my stomach is always just churning, or I just haven't had a solid poop in a month, or I haven't pooped in a month, right? And maybe I should go to the doctor now, maybe.
And then we go to the doctor and we don't even tell them all the things because we're afraid to talk about them. That's a whole different life.
Whole different life. But we treat our cars better than we treat our bodies. And like, this is with you. This is the only thing with you for this whole lifetime.
Forever. You're not going to get another one. You can't body transplant into a whole nother body.
Yeah.
You can't. So, I don't know if you guys have got on, but body scanning, numero uno, super important. There's like about 1,000 ways to do it. If you need help knowing, we are happy to help you.
Yes.
So before we get off, we'll talk about a little bit of business. So we just got done with the Reiki retreat. Our next retreat there's no requirement before you go to the retreat. This is a purely fun and healing retreat. It's going to be in Lava in September. I'm so excited, and I'm going to look on my phone to see what the dates are, because I don't have them memorized.
September
unless you do.
22nd to the 25th.
And this is called Soul Awakening. So it's for anyone who's never done any of this ever before in their entire life. Don't worry if your friends don't want to come with you. We will provide you new friends that you will love and that you will connect with for a long time. There are people who came to our first retreat that never known each other, and they communicate all the time. Like our first retreat ever. So don't worry about it if you don't know anyone. That's okay. No friends required. If you want to bring your friends and you can convince them to come with you, even better. We do a lot of deep healing stuff, and you'll have a lot of downtime. And Lava is such a cute little town, and it has all the rock stores that you can imagine. And there's a lot of little cute restaurants and stuff that you can go and hang out in, as well as, of course, the hot springs. Yes. And for the first time at a retreat, we'll be doing a drum making. It's a little bit extra this time because we didn't really plan beforehand that we were going to make drums, so we didn't add it in. But it's not too much extra to make a drum. You can come anyways and enjoy a beautiful, beautiful drum ceremony, which is like super healing and super, they're just amazing. They're amazing. And you don't have to make a drum if you don't want to. So excited.
Yes. And we've already sold quite a few spots.
Yeah.
So this retreat is like our signature retreat we do every year. That's fan favorite for everybody. So join us. We'd love you to join us.
And I do believe in the next, if not next week, the week after, we will have dates for all of 2023 retreats for you guys when we come into after the session. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited to get, we've decided months, but we are waiting. It's Jasmine. I have a couple of things that I need to make sure to get on the calendar before we can pick dates, but I am uber excited for that. To have all the dates for our Reiki retreats and then our Soul Awakening, which is our signature retreat. If you've been around a long time, it's the meditation retreat. Just name something a little different.
Yes. We're even talking about doing a Divine Feminine Activation retreat. If you've been to any of the Divine Feminine Activation workshops, think about that for a whole weekend.
I'm so excited. So excited. So, okay.
Because our
Anything
soul
else?
awakening is co-ed.
Yes. Yes.
It is
Soul
co-ed.
Awakening is co-ed.
Mhm.
And it's so beautiful. I know some people are really kind of, I don't know, maybe some people don't care about it. I'm sure some do. I have done so many, we did a lot of female only retreats, and then we've done a few co-ed retreats, and the co-ed retreats have been so amazing. So amazing. Everyone's there for healing, and it's so much fun to have both divine masculine and divine feminine there.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I love it. And
Other
Rising,
things?
if you want to join us for Rising, you
Yeah.
get all of our recordings. So don't feel like you're going to miss anything. You're like, oh, I want to do the yoga, but you can watch the recording. As many, you every single day. Do the yoga every single day if you want, or not. But
As well as Jenny has some other recorded yoga sessions already. And you get, how many months have we been doing this now? Almost a year. Actually, I think it is a full year's worth of recordings.
Yeah.
Because we don't like change our library. When you get access to Rising, you get access to all of the recorded content that we've ever made for Rising since we started doing it. And we've been doing it a year now, right? I think we started in July.
I think so. Yeah.
So there's
happy anniversary, Rising.
there's a ton of content, and Rising is it's a very small community of people who really connect with each other, and you get to hang out with Jenny and I all the time. You can ask us questions 24/7 in our live chat, where you just get on and you ask the question, and then we respond. We don't necessarily respond right away because we're humans and we have other things going on, but you will see a response within a day from us, if not within a few minutes.
Yeah.
We're pretty active on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let us know how your body scanning goes, and if you have any questions about it or any of the stuff that we've been talking about, we're here.
Okay. We love you guys so much, and we will see you next week.
Yay! Bye. I love you.
Bye.